I'm Lynn from L&J Goods. I've got a really fun project and we're using lots of great techniques with milk paint, fine line crackle, some decoupage, and IOD molds. I hope that you'll love this little wall piece. Let's start with this two-part arched frame. I've designed these in two parts so that you can easily decoupage the back panel and then apply a different technique to the frame. Start by base coating the front and back with white paint. I'm using Homestead House milk paint on the frame. In order to get a really chunky and crackled effect, I'm mixing the milk paint with less water. Usually with milk paint, it's a 1-to-1 milk paint powder to water ratio. I like to add less water in the beginning so that I can control the thickness of my milk paint. For this frame, I want a little bit thicker and chunkier effect so that I can get more texture. As I apply the milk paint, I use a heat gun to dry it between layers. This is going to encourage even more texture and cracking. Add as many layers as you want to get your desired effect. When your milk paint has completely dried, give it a quick sanding to remove any excess chipping paint and then apply a finish. I'm using clear wax and then buffing it away and then applying a very, very light touch of dark wax. Now I'm going to determine the layout of my decoupage paper. Because this has a strong vertical accent of those two grain sack lines, I want to make sure that I've measured accurately. Place the back panel onto the thin mount, center it and tape it in place. Then lay the decoupage paper over top, center it, and crease around the outside edge so that you have an accurate placement guide. Then decoupage the paper in place, starting with the bottom and working your way up. Sand away the excess decoupage paper so that you have a nice clean finish along the edge. This is the crown from the Heraldry Mould. I've cast it in black resin. Now I'm applying Pentart's gold wax to the surface of the casting, allowing some of the black to show through. The decoupage medium has dried, so I'm going to apply a coat of Pentart's water-based glossy varnish over the surface to prepare for fine line crackle. Allow this glossy varnish to dry. I'm going to prep an additional element that I'll be using on my panel. This is the IOD Conservatory label. I've already applied gold wax to the outside frame of the label. Glue it into place on the panel, wiping away any excess glue. Now it's time to apply component 1 of the fine line crackle. Apply it with a clean, dry brush. Let the product glide across the surface without dragging or drying. I'm even applying it over the Conservatory label. Then allow component 1 to dry completely. Once component 1 has dried, we will apply component 2 of the fine line crackle. Again, use a clean, dry, soft brush to apply component 2. Do not allow the component 2 to lift or drag across the surface. Set it aside to dry completely. The Pentart fine line crackle has dried and it has produced some beautiful cracks. Now we're going to reveal them with gold metal pigment powder. I have another video that you can watch that shows all of the details of how to apply Pentart's fine line crackle. You'll find that link listed in the description box below. With a dry, soft brush, I'm applying the metal pigment into the cracks, then wiping away the excess with a soft cloth. To shade and deepen the cracks even more, I'm adding an additional darker metal pigment. Pentart Fine Line Crackle requires a solvent-based finish over the surface to seal and protect the crackle. I'm using Pentart's glossy solvent-based varnish. Work in a well-ventilated area and allow this product to dry completely. I decided that I wanted to add a little additional aging to the frame, so I've used Fusion's aging wax over the surface and buffed away any excess wax. These are Tim Holtz rub-ons. I've linked these in the description box below, as well as all the other products that I've used for this project. I've selected a little piece of the rub-on and then apply that to the Conservatory label. Lightly sand the back of the crown casting and apply that to the panel with Pentart's Heavy Body Gel. Glue the top frame piece in place with Heavy Body Gel. Clamp it in place to hold it until the glue has dried completely. I hope you have enjoyed this wonderful panel project using from L&J Goods. I hope you enjoy all of the techniques that I've shared in this video.